Welcome, Hoarders. They're going to be playing some more Gran Turismo Sport. I have to run to my garage quick. Make sure if I have my 240Z set up right. I don't actually know if it is a 240Z. As you can see at the top, it says Gredi Fugu Z. But it's a Datsun something Z. It's a fair lady. There you go. That's the best way to put it. It's definitely a fair lady. I don't know. I think I looked at the restrictions. I haven't driven this car in a while, so I'm worried about how this is going to be. Thought it froze for a sec. Okay, this is going to be the first one that we finish, like the first whole league that we finished. It's only 3 races. Maximum power that I can have is 394. And the highest you can get it is 374. I don't know. I should check though what my how my transmission's set. Because I think I might have had it kind of closer together last time, because I think I was trying to set it up as a drift car. I don't remember if I was or not. Because usually if I'm online, I just mess around doing stuff like that instead of like actually playing the game. And this loading screen gets old very quick. Okay, let's see how we have our transmission set. I already checked that. That's up all the way. That's down all the way. Sports soft. I think those did actually better than the racing soft. No toe angle, no camber. That should be a 40. 20, 40, 40. I don't think this puts out 300 horsepower, almost 400. It's not that bad that you'd really have to set it up too much like that. Okay, the transmission wasn't set too close. I moved it a little farther apart. Hopefully that doesn't affect this too much. See if we can yeet it. I'm sure we won't have a problem with the other Freddy fucking Z's, whatever they're called on here. I'm assuming it's some kind of famous racer or something. I just don't know him. I don't know who the guy is, or I'm assuming it's kind of like Hennessy, like how Hennessy will get like I don't know, like the Ford Raptor, like they'll get that and then do crazy shit to it, add like 2 more wheels, make it 6-wheel drive, like that type of stuff. I'm thinking it might just be a third-party company that does their own spin on a production vehicle. Is it me, or do the mirrors look clearer than the actual game? That's kind of weird. I mean, yeah, the game is the mirrors. Oh, that was close. Didn't hit anything. Come on. That almost looks like a Challenger in front of us. The way those taillights are. It actually looks like the Buffalo from GTA. It's definitely got to be some kind of Nissan or Datsun, because that's the whole point of these races. Why you do that? She definitely can slide. Wasn't trying to get her to slide. I actually don't like, you see the blue fair lady in front of me? I actually don't like those at all. Like, even the littlest bit. I don't think they look good. I've driven them in games, and they're, like, always my, like, least favorite car. They seem... I guess they're, like, in the same league, in my mind, as the Nissan GTRs. Because it's like everyone wants one, everyone has one. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they were kind of cool, but It's like every YouTuber that has a fucking Ferrari or a Lamborghini. That made them not cool. Because everyone, they're not rare anymore. Everyone has one. Now I'm going on a rant. Come on. Okay. Well, the brakes definitely work decently. And we have two 240Zs just like mine. So I don't think we're going to have an issue getting in the first here. Because we just did. I hate this turn. What do you think you're doing? You think you're getting past me? Probably, because for some reason why do people have to hit? I'm going to turn that down to a 1. Get your fucking dumbass, cambered ass wheels out of my way. I could definitely get a drift better when I'm in, when my traction control's down. But I think I had it set at 2 for a reason. Yeah, that's probably the reason right there. It does hold the drift pretty good until the next one when I wreck. I'm sure I will. What the fuck? What is with this guy behind me? Jesus Christ, quit hitting me. That guy is such a douchebag. Now he's got me going too quick. Son of a bitch. Son of a fucking bitch. I took that way wider because I didn't want him to slam into the back of me again. He better not have fucked me over right there. I'm killing him. You guys know me. If you see my videos, I get crazy. And that's when I start killing bitches. Or reckon even more. Turn, you bitch. I have R2 held so tight I feel like I'm gonna break the controller. Okay. I'm gonna have to change that back to a 2. Come on, you motherfucker. Come on. If we don't beat him, I'm gonna be pissed. It's like that, what was it? That GT40 in that one race. The GT40 just keeps fucking smacking your ass in. They don't leave you alone. Well, I'm gonna smear the fuck out of them. Fuck off, cunt. Yeah. You motherfucker. You see this shit. There, right into the wall, you piece of shit. But the thing is, if you wreck them, they get right back in a second. It takes 0 time for them to get back up to you. And the worst part, that means they're going to be in every single other race of this series, so I'm going to have to watch my back for the rest of these races. Come on. They're behind me, definitely. Okay, jam it. Jam that fucking pedal to the floor. It's intense now, because I already know that I fucked up bad. floor it, floor it, floor it, floor it. Okay, he's still behind me. The red and the white one were the two that were fucking with me bad. Yeah, we won, you little piece of shit. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy. Because they were just... It wasn't that often, but you could tell that they were there. They just fucking pit, pit, pit. Not like actual pit maneuver, which there was one that came somewhat close to actually happening. But like they just rode my ass, and the second I touched the brakes, they're like, I'm gonna just keep flooring it. He's in this race again. I think both of them are. I know the red one is. And this is not a good track for me. I mean, I enjoy this track, but I fuck it up a lot. Especially, like, the first and second turn. I always go way too quick around them than what you should. Actually, this doesn't have half bad brakes, so I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue. I'm going to give it to her as hard as I fucking can. Go. Fucking asshole. I do really like this color, though. You might remember this, like, same color from the series I did on Need for Speed Payback. If you guys haven't seen that, you should check out that series. If I remember, I'll put a link to the playlist at the end of this video. I don't really care for the wide body kit, but this is like the only older fair lady that they even have in the game. So you can't be too picky. I'm all over the wood. Come on. This seems so calm and relaxed when I'm in third person. Except when I'm not. Ah, you fucker. On the inside. I would have been probably disqualified by now. How many laps? 5? I do love... I don't remember if the older games had this, like the sound effect of, like, rocks hitting your inner wheel wells. I think that's, like, actually pretty cool. Did a little scrapey scrape across his bumper. That's okay. I don't know. This car seems more made for this track than, like, the GTR. The GTR, I think I had a hell of a time on here trying to keep it on the track, because it has four-wheel drive and an absolute shit ton of grip. And it's hard to get the ass end to move out at all. Fuckhead. I'll do it again. Now that I'm at first, I could relax a little more. What the hell was that? It was like the whole leaderboard blinked. Just get over the left side. Brake, 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 let go. Give a half throttle all the way around the turn, floor it. Late brake. Like quarter throttle around here. Floor it. I always floor it once, I don't know, like once it feels like it's like once the turn's just about over. But I also add into account the lag of flooring it. Like you floor it, it's not going to immediately go. It's like 2 or 3 seconds, and then maybe not that long. Maybe like 1.5 to 3. No, 1.5 to 2 seconds. I need to keep getting back on the left side. I don't think about doing that immediately after the turn. Or half throttle, open throttle. Doesn't work that good when you have traction control on. But I'm here to fucking win, boys. Oh, the other day, my sister called my house, and she was saying about she needed new tires for her car. I just figured to bring this up because it's kind of relatable-ish. She needed new tires for her car, and my dad just paid to have 4 new tires put onto her car in January. She hasn't even put 1,000 miles onto her car since January, and the sides of her tires have like bubbles coming out, like the rubber has big bubbles, like the wire inside the tires breaking or something. And we asked her, we're like, are you rubbing curbs a lot or something? She's like, no. Nowhere that I go there's curbs. And she was like, last January, before she got the tires, she had to get her car inspected. And when she went to get her car inspected, the mechanic there was like, well, you need a new battery, new rotors, and new brake calipers, and brake pads too. And the estimate, so that's 1 battery, 4 calipers, 4 sets of brake pads, and 4 rotors. And the estimate for that, he had her pay $700 for that. I was like, are you out of your goddamn mind? It's not an expensive car. She has, I think it was a 2011 Ford Focus. That's not, like, extremely, that's not, like, a very rare car or anything. Like, the parts aren't that rare. And for him to put the estimate of that, and me and my dad looked it up, and he was way off on, like, everything. He's, like, charging out the ass. And I think it's one of those situations, like, well, she doesn't know what she's talking about, so the mechanic's like, I know that they don't know what they're talking about, so I'm going to charge them extra money. Like, because she called about the tires, she said, well, the mechanic needs, he said it'll be like $274 for 2 new front tires. And we're like, what? That's like the price for fucking, like, mudding tires for a truck. And then I looked it up. I used this website, not a sponsor, it'd be cool if it was. CarID.com, it's like car done or something like that. When you actually get there, I'm talking so I'm not driving good. And we ordered her a set of, I didn't want to get like a cheap brand. I wanted to get like a known brand, and there were both for 87 and something odd cents, a set of Falcon tires and Toyo. And we ended up going with the Falcon. They were just a couple cents cheaper. I would have, personally, for my vehicle, I would have gone Toyo. But those are 2 more well-known brands, and they're all season because we live in Pennsylvania, so you're better off, like, almost everyone has all seasons, unless they have, like, a garage-kept vehicle that is, like, a show car or something, and they only bring it out in the summer. Other than that, it's pretty much all seasons or nothing. So we got her 2 all seasons, but it was $87 for one tire. And like he added like another $100 out of nowhere. And we're like, this is ridiculous. And then my sister, being the way she is, she was like worried and like saying, but what if I go there and he doesn't put the tires on the car? I'm like, he's gonna put them on. He'll charge you like 20-30 bucks to put them on, but that's gonna be better than paying $270 for him to get you the tires and for him to put them on. It's like, holy tits. Fucking mechanics take advantage of anyone that they think they can. Not all. It's just like, it's like races. It's like whites, there's good, there's bad. Mexican, there's good, there's bad. There's black, good, bad. It's just fucking people. People can be very nice and some people can be scumbags. I mean, of course, like, taking in the consideration of, like, labor, to make $100 profit from doing stuff that simple, I think that's kind of high. Unless he doesn't get very much business, and now I see why. Please, brakes work. Okay. You know what? Because this is our last race, and I'm a bit confident, and I want to have a little bit of fun. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. Not too much, just a little. Spin the tires out a bit. I'm worried about turns like this when losing traction. Come on, Betsy. I don't think I've ever not called a car Betsy. At least once. At work, we have this truck that we use. It's a 1986 Chevy K10. And it is such a hog. There's no floorboards, there's no fucking anything. Like, it's terrible. But it's like, ha ha ha. It's like labeled as like a farm truck. Like, obviously, like no insurance or anything. It doesn't leave the property. It's just you throw shit in the back of it and you move it from one place to the other. And it is in really rough shape. Sometimes you have to shove a piece of aluminum from the gas pedal to the seat to get the engine warmed up. Like, you have to... It's crazy. But I remember calling that Betsy quite a few times. The worst thing about that truck was going down hills. Because the front tires on that thing had no tread. It was like riding on fucking bologna skins. But the back tires were snow tires, which was the fucking best part of it. Just have snow tires on the rear and bologna skins on the front. And, like, the reason that I brought up about the front tires is that the rear brakes don't work at all. So your only brakes are in the front. And we always joked about it. We're like, yeah, put the good, or the tires with zero tread on the front, so when you hit the brakes, you can't stop. And I remember every single time we'd park that, if it, like, slightly rained out, immediately, like, you'd start sliding down the hill. Okay, what'd we get? I want that Lotus Esprit. No, you bitch, you didn't give it to me. What's that, an Audi R8? Yes, it is, because I just saw it on the fucking back after I said that. See, even this has Falcon. Why does it have the Falcon logo on it? but Michelin tires. What the fuck? There's something fishy going on here. What is our next race? Led Zeppelin's debut album. I have that record too. Um, okay, we gotta go here. Actually, now that I see that, we haven't done any Alfa Romeo things yet. Okay, so we already have all of the beginner league done. From top to bottom, that's what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 races. I'm not good at counting by threes. Shut up. Okay, the Clubman Cup. I think we looked that up last time. No car model restrictions, maximum power 542. Definitely won't use anything in like the Nissan category or like anything like that for the next episode. I don't think I even looked for a car to use in that yet. We have quite a few cars here. I just bought this, the 67 Nova. Oh my dear God. The paint color is not exactly how I want it, but this thing is a fucking hog. It's almost 1,000 horsepower. What's the exact number? I think it's like 998. No, 990. 990 horsepower in this fucking car. It is. I've done a couple laps, attempted a couple laps around the Nürburgring with that, but I kept only getting in the lobbies where you had to have traction control off. And in a vehicle like that, it's hard to. I'm not the type of player that really uses like half throttle or anything like that. I'm almost always flooring it whenever I can. So once I'm on my way out from a turn, I just floor it. It's different if it's a real life car. There's this one road that I use on my way to work, and it's like a back road that's paved, and it's real curvy, and it's better during like the end of fall because there's no foliage at all, and you can see if anyone's coming around the turns. And I've driven my truck around there, and I like hitting those apexes like you would in an actual track. And I've gone a little over the speed limit there, but it's not like I was. There's like almost no one else that goes out there. I'm like safe about it and everything. Always have my headlights on when I'm on that road, just because there are other people who are crazy drivers. I really don't know. Okay, what I try to do is stay away from like the same brand of vehicle that we just use. Like we just use Nissan technically on here. It would be Nissan, but it's under Gran Turismo, I do believe. Yeah, it is. It's right there. I actually really want the Mach 40. It's like a wide body. I guess it would be a 66 Mustang. I would love to have that. But I will try my best to find a good car. If there's a car that you guys know of that you would like to see me use in that I haven't already used, like that's my goal with this series, is for every race series I want to use a different car for each series, because I don't like using the same car multiple times unless it's like on here. My go-to car is the I think it's a 2016 Charger, the Hellcat. I think it's the 2016. I use that a lot. The 2015 Hellcat. I thought it was a 16. That's like my go-to. But these two, the BMW M4 and the GT40, both of these I use a lot on the Nürburgring because they're both very good. However, the GT40 is a bit quicker, has quite a bit more horsepower, but it's also a lot heavier. Um, it's like 400 pounds heavier. Uh, about more like 300 pounds heavier, but it's quite a bit faster. So it's a decent trade-off, but I don't know. I want to use something different, and I want to stay away from like the Mazdas because they have like special races that are only for those, which I'll probably have to use them again in the future for them. Um, I'll have to look through. I want to find something that just gets that amount of horsepower that you need. Um, but that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, post in the comments down below if you know of a vehicle that would be good for the Clubman Cup. I will definitely put it into consideration. But that's going to be the end of this. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click one of my previous, next, and related videos. And don't forget to check out my other social medias in the description down below.